Senior BJP leader and powerful party General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya has now withdrawn his controversial tweet on superstar Shah Rukh Khan. Kailash Vijayvargiya had called Shah Rukh Khan a traitor and said that he lives in India but his heart is in Pakistan. Now, in a fresh tweet, Kailash Vijayvargiya has said that his last tweet was misinterpreted, and if India was ever intolerant, then Shah Rukh Khan would never have been the second most popular star in the country after Amitabh Bachchan. Brijesh Pandey joins me with the latest from the BJP headquarters. Also with me is Ashar Ahmad Khan from the Congress Party headquarters, and editor Shivarur joins me for perspective on this story. Brijesh, bring us up to speed. What brought about this so-called change of heart?
It was very clear immediately after the kind of controversy this series of tweets made by Kailash Vijayvargiya quoted, and Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar came on and distanced the party from this particular tweet and said that nobody, this party shares the view which was echoed by Kailash Vijayvargiya. But what is extremely surprising, Gaurav, is that, initial and earlier when we saw these kind of irresponsible comments being made, there is a section of BJP which tried to distance itself by saying that, these comments are made by fringe elements and BJP has nothing to do with it. But stay with me for a moment. Tom Vadakkan of the Congress Party joins me on the broadcast. Tom Vadakkan, Kailash Vijayvargiya now says that his tweet was misinterpreted, so he withdraws it. Does that satisfy you?
I think it's a positive thing that he has done. He has realized that he is spoken up against an icon who's contributed so much to the film industry. And I think his withdrawal should be seen in a positive light. But yes, there are other motor mouths and other famous of these fringe elements who also must take a lesson from this and abstain from doing what they are doing. And the writing on the wall must be visible. Intolerance is something which is not acceptable to the idea of India.
But is this running with the hare, hunting with the hounds? First you tweet something and then you say it was misinterpreted, hence withdrawn. He's also saying that had people of India been intolerant, Shah Rukh Khan would not have been the second most popular star in this country. Tom Vadakkan.
Thankfully, Indians are not of the ilk of the person who has tweeted. If they were, then this would have been a different country. The fact that they've accepted him across the board, this not just India, the entire subcontinent, US, where all has he been performing? Now the point remains. You're right. It's this doublespeak that this party has been famous for.
Okay.
I think they need to end this kind of exercise and stop this exercise of abusing people in public life. They have a life beyond the Bharatiya Janata Party's ideology.
Yes.
1999, when Rabindranath Tagore returned the knighthood, even the worst of British did not think in terms of the language they're using. They didn't say 1857. Why didn't you return the award? They accepted it. They checked out the reality, the reason for returning the knighthood. These are things that any thinking mind would examine.
Okay. For the moment, Tom Vadakkan, many thanks for joining me. I also want to quickly bring in editor Shivarur for more on this. Shiv, the question still remains when the Prime Minister has spoken, when Amit Shah has spoken and saying that you should not make comments like these. Powerful leaders like Kailash Vijayvargiya had continued to do so till last night.
Absolutely, and I think the swiftness with which Kailash Vijayvargiya has, quote-unquote, retracted his tweet is only testimony to the fact that obviously there was instant condemnation. Minister from the BJP, Prakash Javadekar, had unequivocally condemned the tweet. He also said that Kailash Vijayvargiya is not a spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So that must have sent a straight message to, Kailash Vijayvargiya, who, as you know, Gaurav, has been a serial offender. This is not the first time he has said something something that has offended. Remember last year, right before the elections, he had said women who cross the Lakshman Rekha should be prepared to face the consequences. That was only one of a series of, controversial things that he's actually said. But he's never really been pulled up. This time it appears he's actually been pulled up, because remember last time, after those many controversies, he was actually rewarded by the BJP by being put in charge of the Haryana campaign. Now look at his tweets very carefully. He basically says that if intolerance, was prevalent in the country, then Shah Rukh Khan wouldn't be the #2 star in India after Amitabh Bachchan. And he also says, if anybody has been offended by my tweets, then I retract that particular tweet. There is not a semblance of an apology or a expression of remorse or regret anywhere in this retraction. He's merely saying, which has become the language of netas these days, that if my tweets have offended anyone, then I simply retract them. He's not apologizing directly to Shah Rukh. He's not saying anything about the fact that this was uncalled for, it was inflammatory, it was completely out of line for him to say something like that about Shah Rukh Khan, or for that matter anyone. But I think this is the language that our netas have begun to speak right now, and it's become very clear, obviously, after Prakash Javadekar spoke out yesterday as a minister. I think Kailash Vijayvargiya has got the message and he's retracted the tweet.
Okay, before I go to Ashar Ahmed Khan, let's quickly listen in to what Shah Rukh Khan said that led to this entire controversy. Let's listen into SRK.
As far as I'm concerned, I've never participated in something which is as huge, as meaningful as they have. Symbolically, yes, it's important to say that, if cinema is suffering, here is my award. I don't want to take a national award. Having said that, I've never got a national award. And maybe good. I may have to return it soon. But if there is something which is, as saddening as this whole incident with the film work, I stand by those people for the courage they've shown.
Ashar, we heard Tom Vadakan of the Congress party saying it's good that Kailash Vijayvargiya has retracted his tweet. But the Congress, Ashar, is seeing a pattern to statements like these.
Well, absolutely, Gaurav. In fact, what the Congress party is saying is that this is not something new. This is constantly happening, and ministers and senior leaders of the BJP have been making statements which certainly are not wanted, and they are way out of line. In fact, so much so that the Congress party also says that, the entire exercise carried out by Amit Shah, in which he was so-called pulling up the ministers, did not have any effect, because soon after that, many other statements started coming, and statements of Amit Shah, the BJP president himself. The Congress also goes on to say that the Prime Minister also did not pull them up. In fact, what he did was just repeated or laid emphasis on the words of the president. So clearly an all-out war between the Congress party and the BJP, and the Congress taking this intolerance level to intolerance bit to higher levels, and trying to put the government and the BJP on the mat, saying that these people are against a particular community, they are against a particular group of people, and by and large every other day it comes out, maybe inadvertently, but it does come out.
Okay, Ashar, stay with me for a moment. Let me quickly get our viewers some of the reactions that have poured in.
Definitely, we don't tolerate this kind of a thing. We definitely don't tolerate. A person can talk about a chief minister like this, what do you say? Should we allow him to say anything, and tomorrow somebody else will say, I will chop off your head? Will we tolerate that? Should we tolerate that?
India Today's Brijesh Pandey now joins me with the latest on the story. Brijesh, now Kailash Vijayvargiya may have withdrawn his tweet instantly, but there have been a series of such incidents that have taken place despite the Prime Minister and the Home Minister asking their people to refrain from making communally sensitive statements. So, is the BJP running with the hare, hunting with the hounds? Does the Prime Minister's discipline not mean anything for party leaders?
Well, this is one question which is bothering everyone who covers BJP and covers both the government and the BJP. Because, even when incident is of gathering, and when they say that, that most of the intellectuals are not.
I seem to have lost that line with Brijesh Pandey. We'll try and re-establish that in just a moment.